Two are growth inhibitors. That means they do not allow the plant to grow. They are known as growth inhibitors. As far as chemical composition of plant hormones are concerned, they are made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. So basically, all the hormones are nitrogenous except one, that is gibberellin. We'll be talking about that. The other important characteristics that we got to remember here is they are antagonistic. Antagonistic means they work together in tandem with each other. That means एउटा हर्मोनले कोही कुरोलाई अगाडि बढाउँछ भने अर्को हर्मोनले त्यसलाई घटाउने काम गर्छ. जस्तै एक्जाम्पल ऑक्सिन र साइटोकाइनिन. They counteract the effect of each other. That means उनीहरूले एक अर्कालाई इन्फ्लुएन्स गर्छ. हर्मोनहरू पनि एक्लै एक्लै काम गर्दैन, उनीहरूले एक अर्कालाई इन्फ्लुएन्स गर्छ. अब another important characteristics is hormones are destroyed after use. Now when we talk about hormones are destroyed after use, we are talking about basically those natural plant hormones. जति पनि नेचुरल प्लान्ट हर्मोन्सहरू छ उनीहरूले आफ्नो काम सिद्धिएपछि त्यो चाहिँ त्यसै डिसइन्टिग्रेट डिस्ट्रोय भएर जान्छ. अनलाइक द आर्टिफिशियल हर्मोन्स. आर्टिफिशियल हर्मोन्स चाहिँ प्लान्टको मा फङ्सन सकेर पनि त्यहाँनिर अकुमुलेट भएर बस्छ. द्याट इज वाइ इट बिकम्स डेन्जरस टु टेक such fruits and vegetables which are either sprayed or injected with artificial hormones. They control, another important characteristic, they control different physiological functions. These plant hormones are synthetic. जुन चाहिँ हामीले आफ्नो बेनिफिटको लागि हामीले युज गर्छौं. They are known as artificial hormones or synthetic hormones. अनि naturally पनि हामीले hormones पाउँछौं. Okay. Now another important characteristics that we need to remember is these plant hormones are derivatives of amino acid or nucleic acid. That means they are produced from amino acid or nucleic acid. यिनीहरु बनिने जुन चाहिँ बेस हुन्छ त्यो चाहिँ अमिनो एसिड पनि हुन सक्छ या न्यूक्लिक एसिड पनि हुन सक्छ. अब जस्तो एक्जाम्पल ऑक्सिन जुन चाहिँ हर्मोनको हामीले स्टडी गर्ने, ऑक्सिन बनिन्छ अमिनो एसिड ट्रिप्टोफानबाट. गिबरलिन बनिन्छ एसिटाइल कोएन्जाइम ए. त्यस्तै गरेर साइटोकाइनिन बनिन्छ प्युरिन अफ DNA. Purine, that is base of DNA. Auxin from tryptophan, gibberellin from acetyl coenzyme A, cytokinin from purine base of DNA. Then we come to ethylene. Ethylene is from amino acid methionine. Any abscisic acid. This is made from laxatin. But these are not very important to you. So, but just remember, they are derivatives of either amino acid or nucleic acid. And another important thing we need to remember here is about gibberellin. Gibberellin are the only hormone which is non-nitrogenous. Gibberellin are the only hormone which is non-nitrogenous. These are not very important for you. So now let's carry on with the different hormones that we are going to talk about. There are 5 different hormones which we are going to talk about. The major hormones. Major hormones are auxin, gibberellin, and cytokinin. Auxin, gibberellin and cytokinin are known as major hormones because they are the basic growth promoters in the plant. They are basically growth promoters, or we can say growth regulators, which helps in bringing about growth in the case of plants. The other 2 hormones that we need to study are known as minor hormones. Minor hormones are ethylene and abscisic acid. These 2 hormones are minor hormones, and they are basically growth inhibitors, out of which ethylene is considered both promoter as well as inhibitor, whereas abscisic acid is entirely growth inhibitor. Now let's talk about auxin first. Auxins are chemically known as indole acetic acid. This is basically a growth promoter, and it is produced in the site. The site of production are 1. Growing points, of plant body, like the tip of the shoot and the tip of the root. They are basically present at the tip of the shoot and tip of the root and in the margins of the leaf. So they basically bring about growth in the case of plants. This is nitrogenous. That means they are nitrogen containing. Nitrogenous. They have nitrogen in their composition, and they help in different type of trophic movements. They are basically involved in different type of trophic movements. And auxin is also thermolabile, or we can say it is very sensitive to light and temperature. It is very sensitive to light and temperature. Wherever there is light, it becomes inactive, or it starts moving away from that particular region, and it is active more on the darker side of the plant. Alright, now let's carry on with the functions of the auxin hormones. The functions are functions of auxin hormone. 1. They bring about apical growth. These are chemical messengers. Phytohormones are chemical messengers. They carry messages from one part of the plant body to another, or that messages can be distributed in the same area where it is produced. These chemical messengers can be local in action. They can be local in action, or they may be transported. That means it is produced in one region and it is transported to the other region of the plant. And as far as transportation is concerned, it is transported with the help of xylem and phloem. Now, another characteristics we talk about here is plant hormones are known as growth regulators. Growth regulators or growth promoters.